Hey everybody, it's Cassie. Happy 2024. I hope you're off to a great year. I'm coming to you today with The Artivist by Nikkolas Smith. This is a phenomenal book about combining the passion of art with the passion of activism. And so I follow Nikkolas Smith on his social media. He really is a fantastic artist, and he really does use that, his creativity and his skills as an artist, to engage with his followers, and it's always just relevant. If you don't follow him on social media, he's one that you would, enjoy following. He just creates these pictures and images, and it's incredible. But The Artivist is about a boy who figures out how to blend these talents. And I just want to read a little bit. Now, of course, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I did want to read just a bit because it is such a powerful story. And it says, "I love to paint. It relaxes me. They say I'm an artist. I love to help my community to see goodness in the world. They say I'm an activist. But sometimes the world that I see is not the world that I wish to see, and the problems seem larger than life." I think we all feel like that sometimes. "I want to scream. I want to help. I want to act. I want to hold up a mirror to the world, show everyone what isn't working right." And I don't know if you can see it here, but over in this picture, it has hate and waste and pollution and global warming and bullying and greed and injustice and inequalities. All these words are written in this text, in this image. I love that. I love that so much. It says, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be fixed too. And if you see that, it's talking about like voter suppression without using those words, voter suppression. To me, this is such a good educational tool, because you can have students looking at the images and figuring out, like, what is this even referring to? I love this. But this book has been banned in a lot of places. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why. Last week in our state, a wonderful group of people traveled to Colombia to give testimony about trans kids. There's a lot of news and there's a lot of regulations going on about trans students. And so really about their medical needs and things of that sort. And I do know a couple of parents who went, and I was moved by their testimony, and it brought me back to this book. And then also there was a school shooting earlier this month where an 11-year-old was killed, and just recently the principal who put himself, in the line of fire to protect some students, he just recently succumbed to the trauma that his body was in. And so it also brought me to this. So I want to share these 2 pages with you. And it says, "My life is worth more than all the guns. The artivist must be brave enough to speak up, even when it's scary." And so he's got this sign that says, protect kids, not guns. No more silence in gun violence. And then on the next page, it says, "And humble enough to listen before speaking, The Artivist is an ally. And on that it says, protect trans kids. Um, and so this book has been banned for being too controversial, which, I don't know who anyway, but it's been banned for being too controversial. And so as I watch the news, as I see things that are happening, I just feel like this is a really good tool to start conversations and to have conversations with people about what is happening in the world, what the things that are going on in our state, even. And so I really appreciate this book. I think it's a brave and beautiful book. And to me, those are the best books, just the ones that make you think and ask some questions and really, try to determine what it is that you're standing for. What is it that you're supporting? Are you using your voice and your talents to be an advocate? I'm not an artist at all, but I'm a book lover, and which is why I use books as my advocacy tool. And the thing that I really love and appreciate about the SCEA is that they don't try to get you to fit a certain mold. They want to help you um, use the gifts that you already have and let that be your form of advocacy. And I think that's incredible that they see you right as you are and tell you that that's great. They love everything about you and help you find your own voice, help you find your platform and a way for you to stand up for your community, for yourself, for your students. And it's a beautiful thing. If you're not a part of the SCEA, I invite you to join. Simple way that you can join is text join to 48744. Um, it has just been incredible being a part of this union, and not only the way that it allows me to speak, but it's the confidence that it's given me, and the way that they've taught me how I can be an advocate using my books, which is something that I didn't know was even possible. If you don't have the Artivist in your possession, it's it is a fantastic book. It is one that is worthy to be on a shelf in your home. Um, just have to say that in some places it is banned, so I'm not going to tell you to put it on your bookshelf unless that is okay with the administration in your school and district. But I will say this is one that is proudly on my shelf. I love this book. I love what it represents. Um, and, I hope we can all find that activist within us. Thank you for listening. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, just reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great rest of your week.